So today we will be studying about exit and not exit function. Okay, so here this exit function and not exit function, they will return boolean values, that is true and false. So whenever inner queries will use it, that time exit and not exit functions, we can use it depending on the situation. Okay, so what is that situation? How we can use it? That we'll study it. Okay, so here consider the exit function. Suppose you want to write some inner query. Suppose you want to write some inner query. Okay, so that time inner query output, is it contains any tuples, that is any rows or not, depending on that this function will return true or false. Okay, so exit function returns true if inner query has at least one tuple, that is, or at least one row. Okay, so not exit, reverse of this one. Okay, so we'll study one example. So here consider as this employee table, department table, and dependent table. These are the values we have. Okay, so three rows in this one table. Okay, so in department 2 rows, then dependent 3 rows. Like this, some values we have. Okay, and these are the columns also, particular columns. Okay, so query is retrieve the name of the employee who has the dependent with same first name and same sex as the employee. Okay, so he is asking to check the name. So whoever employee is there, his name and dependent name both should be same. Okay, and he should have same sex. Okay, so that is nothing but gender should be same of those two people. Okay, so here if you saw in this table, for employee A is there. Okay, so here dependent, here A is there. Okay, and SSN for this employee only, he is the dependent. Okay, so 1 2 3 1 2 3 for employee 1 2 3. So there are two dependents, one name is P, one is A. Okay, so these are the same name and gender also same, male male. Okay, so this one we have to give the result, that is nothing but we have to give result as a this name of this one as a A. Okay, so name of that employee or dependent we have to give as A only. So this is our actual answer. So how we can give is normal query. So depending on when we'll write the normal query, what are thing we can write it, just employee name or dependent name, both are same only. So whichever comfortable you can display it. So two tables we required. Okay, so employee table, dependent table we required. These two tables will write it. Okay, then condition will put it. So when we'll use these two tables, okay, there's the employee table and dependent table. By default, Cartesian product will happen. So to avoid unwanted spurious tuples, what we'll do is a join operation we'll do. That is nothing but primary key to foreign key, we'll join it. So here SSN is there, here ESSN is there. Okay, so here this is the primary key. So here this is a foreign key. So these two were joining it. Okay, so that is employee tables SSN, we are joining with dependents ESSN. Okay, so these two are joining it. Now we are putting the condition. Okay, that condition is first name should be same. Okay, then gender should be same. So that is nothing but here we are writing it. This E dot sex equal to D dot sex and E dot F name equal to D dot name. Okay, so that is whatever attribute name we given here. So that is we are writing it. So this will give you the actual result. Okay, so this is without exit we return it. So what is the problem with this one? Actually, if you saw, we don't have any problem. Perfectly, whatever basic knowledge we have, depending on that, we can write it. Okay. So, and if you saw here, this is a small table is there. So for that, what all things will operate inside? Okay, how it will operate it. So when you are writing this query, so how system will operate it? So first, always it will go for from. So how many tables are there? Those many tables, Cartesian product it will do it. Okay, so here E and D, two tables are there. These two tables, Cartesian product, it will do it. It is nothing but here 3 rows are there, plus here 3 rows. So it's nothing but 3 into 3, total 9 number of rows will come in our resultant table. Okay, then it will apply this condition. Okay, this is joint condition. Then whatever condition name will be same. These conditions it will apply it. So one by one rows will go out of those 9. Okay. So whatever result is there, then maybe here in this one we are getting as a 1 row only. Okay, so maybe in different query you may get as a 3 or 4 rows. Okay, so like that, whatever rows are there, that rows will be kept. Then on that rows, so whichever column you want, that column will be given. Okay, so here how it is operating. This one is select is first from what all tables are there, those Cartesian product, then condition will be applied, then particular rows will be selected, particular columns will be selected and given to the user. Okay, this is how it's operating it. Okay. So if you saw here, employee table, dependent table, only you have less number of entries. Okay, suppose my employee table has a 50,000 entries and dependent has a some 10,000 of entries. So what will happen? So those many 50,000 into 10,000, those many rows will be created. Okay, here those many rows will be created, and those many, there's a, one row is nothing but one record kind of thing will come. Okay, for one record. So that entire record has to be kept inside your RAM. Okay, then on top of that you have to apply the some condition. Okay, so it's nothing but you are wasting much of your memory, so it will slow down your process also. So whatever you are doing it will completely slow down. To avoid this one, okay, so for doing this complete Cartesian product, to avoid this one, we can use exit. Okay, it's nothing but we are increasing the efficiency here. Okay, so how we can use it, that we are writing it. Okay, so here actually we want, again, this is nothing but first name. Okay, so from employee table we want it, then we are checking it exit. Okay, so what we were writing is same, almost same thing we are writing it, whatever conditions were there here. Okay, where clause, all these three things we are writing the same condition. Okay, so here whatever thing is there, that is nothing but join operation, whatever you should do it to avoid the spurious tuples. Okay, so this join operation is happening between, this is the outer query and inner query, in these two it's happening it. Okay, so from that one by one we are extracting it. So what will happen here is, so whenever you are using as an exit, so here outer query, one table we created employee. Okay, so this employee entire table will not take it, it will take the only first row. Okay, only first row will take it, then this first row will be checked with this entire answer. Okay, so in this answer we have again only one table here. Okay, so one table, so it's nothing but one row with this table number of rows, that is nothing but here, if you saw, this is the first one row will be taken. Okay, this one row will be Cartesian, will do the Cartesian product with this entire table. Okay, so there is nothing but 1 into 3. So previously we are doing here 3 into 3. So now what we are doing is one row, take it at a time, then do it for this entire table. That is 1 into 3. You will be having the total 3 rows only. Yeah. Okay, so you are saving that memory part. Okay, so instead of getting all the 9 rows, now you are getting as a only 3 rows here. Okay, so is it true or not? It will check it. Means true or not means whatever condition is there, that condition is still exists or not. Okay, so it will check it. This condition, depending on this, you are getting any output or not. It will check it. If you are getting it, so it will return true. Then that particular one of the answer you will get. This is a part of the answer you will get it. Okay. So next time what it will do is, again it will go for a second row. It's like a, whatever you had as a looping conditions for loop. Okay, so it's running how many times is nothing but how many rows are there in outer table. Okay, so in the employee table how many rows are there, those many times it's running it like that. Okay, so first time it will check with this one Cartesian product, then check the answer, so get that answer only. Okay, second time take this row and do the Cartesian product again. Okay, this is nothing but again one row you take it, do the Cartesian product with this table. So again you will be having the total 3 rows only. Okay, so from that again take the answer. Then third time use the third row, do the Cartesian product. So every time you are taking one row and doing the Cartesian product. So finally you will be doing again 9 rows only. Okay, so if you saw first time, one time you are taking with this entire table 3 rows, again you are taking second time again 3 rows, the third time again 3 rows, so total 9 rows will be there in whatever you are doing same operation. Okay, but here what will happen is at that time you are getting less number of rows, so it will be easy to the increase our efficiency. Okay, there's nothing but in RAM, if RAM size is less also, if your table size is huge. Okay, so in RAM what will come is less amount of memory you can use it, and you can increase your efficiency. Okay, so that time normally it will be useful. Okay, any doubts in this one? Okay, this is how we will write it. Inner query, outer query, we will try to join it, and this function will check it, is it true or not. Okay, so here if I given as a not exit, reverse of this one will happen. There is nothing but name and sex both are not same, those results will display it. Okay, so So one more example we'll see. Okay, so this is what explanation I have written here also. Okay, it's for exam point of view, you can write these things also. Okay, so now we'll see one more thing is retrieve the name of the employee who has no dependent. Okay, so again you can use the inner query like this one more way without not exit, or you can use like this one also. Here this is whatever we created, table size are very small. Okay, so you will not feel any difference it. Okay, but when actually you will work on any companies, all those things, that time you will be having your table size is huge. Okay, so that time you require these things, not exit and exit kind of things. So here again what we are doing is just we are checking for this again. Here if you saw, we are applying the condition. Okay, SSN equal to ESSN, that is employee table and dependent table Cartesian product one by one, it's happening, and you are checking for the condition. Okay, so if it is there, employee and sorry, if employee table and dependent table SSN is matching, means they have the dependent. Okay, so that we have to avoid it. That's why we are saying is a not exit. Okay, so I don't want that entry, so remaining entry I will take it. So we'll display the name of the employee who is not matching with this one SSN and ESSN kind of things. Whatever join operation we are trying to do it, if it is not matching, means we'll display that employee's name. Okay, so this is what we'll do for exit and not exit. Okay, so then we'll go for next topic. Any doubts in this one? No. Okay, new topic is here, assertion and triggers. Okay, so what is assertion? We'll study it now. So assertion is nothing but one kind of some constraint you want to keep it. Okay, so already we studied while creating a table only we can keep some constraints. Okay, so what all kind of constraints we can keep it is nothing but if you are given as some data type, it's nothing but you are giving some range only. Okay, if I mentioned as an integer, means no particular numeric value only you have to give it. So it is a one kind of constraint we given. Okay, so and if I given as a something as a primary key, so it's nothing but all entries should be unique. Okay, so that we are giving some constraint. Okay, and if you want to give as some attribute as a unique only, we can mention as a unique keyword, so automatically it will become the unique, that entire attribute list will become the unique. Okay, so like that you can give as a not null also. Okay, so whatever you are trying to insert values, it should not be a null value. Okay, so like that constraint you can give it. While creating table you can give the some constraint, but some constraints you can't give it while creating the table only. For that time we will use the assertion and triggers. Okay, so what is that type is nothing but suppose I have this employee table whatever we have it, okay, company database. So in that I want to make a record, that is nothing but here I want to insert the employee one by one. While inserting employees, I have to check as a employee salary should not be greater than his manager's salary. Okay, so all employees belongs to some department. Okay, so in that department one manager will be there. Okay, so different departments they belong, and for that department one manager will be there. So we are saying as a that employee should not get the salary greater than his boss salary. Okay, so that kind of constraints we can't give it while entering creating the table only. Okay, so those things while inserting the values we have to check it. Okay, so who is his supervisor, who is his manager. Okay, so that we have to check it, and that time we have to insert less salary or more salary, that depending on situation we have to do it. So is he is a manager or not, like that we have to check it. So those things normally while creating the table it will not come. For that purpose we'll use the assertion and triggers. Okay, so how we'll use the assertion, these are the two different kinds. Okay, assertion and triggers. So in that first one we'll study as assertions. So here this is the syntax. Okay, so create assertion, then we'll give the assertion name, then check, then condition. So automatically it will check is it this assertion whatever we are creating, that constraint whatever we are creating, it is satisfying or not. Okay, so like that it will check. Then this here create, then assertion again you say keyword, then assertion name you can give it. Okay, then check is the again keyword, so what you want to check it. Okay, so what condition you want to keep it, that you have to keep it here. Okay, so it will check it. Okay, so this is the syntax. So one example whatever we took it, same thing we'll try to see it here. What we are doing is, so we're checking any employee salary is greater than manager salary. If it is there, Okay, we have to take care of some action. Okay, so for that what we are doing is here we're taking three things. Okay, so three tables. Okay, so first one is employee, second one is again employee, and third one is department. Okay, so why we require this thing is nothing but here. So first, suppose I have employee table. Okay, suppose I'll name this one as a E. Okay, so in this we have SSN. Okay, and salary. Okay, and we have supervisor name also and department name also. Okay, so these things are there. If you remember that our tables. Okay, so these all things are there. That is nothing but in employee table we have name, SSN. Okay, so which department he belongs to. Okay, so department number is there, then manager number also is there. Okay, so now we are checking as a, so this employee, to which department he's belong, that will check it. Okay, so we are taking as a one department table. So here department number is there. Okay, so in this department number again we have the so department table, we have department number and manager number also is there. Okay, so now what we are doing is one employee, this employee, consider this employee, to which department belongs, that number is there here. So this one we are joining with department table to get the his manager number. Okay, so that department's manager number we are getting it. So by joining this one we are getting the manager number. So now for this manager, okay, so what is his salary that we want, because employee salary will get it here because he has the normal salary constraint, we'll get it that one. Okay, so here in this we have attribute salary, so that will get it. So we are joining with department. So after joining you will get the who is the employee, whose salary and which department he belongs, and his manager we got it. Now that manager salary we want to check it, so it means again I have to check it for the employee table only. So instead of checking for this instance, so I will create one more instance. Okay, so that instance I will say as a yum. Okay, so here also yum is nothing but again this is employee table only. Okay, so just I am giving one instance name. Okay, yum. Okay, so entire employee table. So whatever manager SSN we got it from this SSN. Okay, his salary we are checking it. Okay, so so it's nothing but here this is manager salary, here this is a normal employee salary. So now comparison of these two will do it. So that is one employee instance is there. From this one we're joining to the department table. From department and this employee you will get the salary and department number and manager number, you will get it. So from this manager number his salary I want it. So for that I'm creating a one more employee instance. So this is the employee table only actually. Okay, so employee table instance, that is we given name as a yum. Okay, so here for this one we're checking for his salary. So now comparison of these two salary will do it. So how many tables we are using it? Total 3 instance of table we are using it. Okay, so different type of tables are employee and department. Okay, so total 3 instances. So join should happen between these two, then these two. Okay, so here also and here also join operation should happen it. So that only we are writing here. Okay, so employee table. Okay, again employee table. So E instance, then M instance. Okay, so 2 instances we are creating it. Okay, so this is the employee table only. It's the first instance, second instance, then department. So 3 tables are there. Join should happen between these 3 tables. That is nothing but E tables, that is first one whatever we had here, E table to this department. Okay, so here we are joining with respect to department number. Okay, so E dot D number equal to D dot D number. Okay, so then what we are doing is okay, so here E dot D number equal to D dot D number. Okay, then what we are doing is, so whatever here is there, join should happen. Okay, so that join is nothing but manager number to employee SSN. Okay, that we are joining it. So department manager SSN to this employee is nothing but instance we created as a yum. Okay, so for yum SSN, that join operation we are doing it. So this total will get the actually employee salary also and manager salary also. Now we are checking for employee salary is greater than manager salary or not. Okay, so our condition is this should not happen. Okay, so that is nothing but manager salary always should be greater than the employee salary. Okay, so reverse of this one we are doing it, and here we are using as a not exist. Okay, if it is not there means here reverse is not there means whatever constraint is there, that is a satisfactory. Okay, so here employee salary, like that even single row should not exist it. Okay, so then it means this whatever constraint is there, that is correct. Okay, otherwise if it is missing means, so whatever we entered that is a wrong, something problem happened. That is nothing but we are saying as a employee salary we inserted greater than his manager salary. Okay, so this is what assertion. Okay, so if you saw here, just what we are doing is we are creating the assertion. So whenever any problem will happen, there is problem is in the sense if you inserted employee salary greater than manager salary. So what we'll do is whenever you are trying to insert that command, that suppose if I am writing as an insert command. Okay, so whenever you are trying to insert that one, so this assertion will be checked before inserting the value inside a database. Okay, so suppose I am writing this assertion I have created. Okay, will not execute this one manually. Okay, so this is what we are creating the condition only. Just we are creating the condition inside a database and we will keep it. Okay, so create it and we will keep it. So whenever you are trying to insert any values inside your database, automatically system will check this one. This condition will be checked automatically whenever you are trying to insert any values inside your table. Okay, so that time it will check it. So if any mismatch is there, what it will do is it will never give any message also. There is error message it will not give. By default it will say as a that insert command cannot be executed. Okay, so whatever you are trying to execute it, that is nothing but if I am trying to insert employee salary greater than manager salary, that insert command will not run it, will not get any error message also. So what is problem with this assertion is it is not giving any kind of action. That is nothing but what you have to do it if it is a wrong. Directly it's saying as a I can't insert that value only. Okay, so that command itself, whatever you are trying to run it, it will get as a failure. So this should not happen. If you remember your any object oriented concept you studied, you have as something as exception. Okay, so always if something exception is violates, so you will take care of some part, that is the action part, you will do it. Some action you will do it and you will perform some operation. Okay, so that part is missing here. Okay, so there is a next version came, that is a trigger. Okay, so whatever assertion problem was there is a you are not having any action part. Okay, so trigger is there with action part. Okay, so that time, so what operation you have to perform it, extra thing you have to perform it, so that is added in triggers. Okay, any doubts in this one?